It's engaging. It's Chattin' with Chelsea. She's daytime's new bestie. Here's your host, Chelsea Edwards.
Come back to me.
Hey, besties! Welcome to another episode of Chattin' with Chelsea. I'm your daytime bestie, Chelsea Edwards. Okay, here at Chattin' with Chelsea, the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning. We have some incredible guests here today. We've got twin pilots. They're here to share their incredible story of how they achieved their dream of flying together. Yes. Plus, we have an extraordinary aviation trainer who is here to tell us what it takes to get into the industry. Because you never know. You could be sitting right next to a future pilot, or that future pilot could be you. So let's get into it. Buckle up. It's time to take off. These twin brothers have conquered 10 years of training and overcome financial and personal hurdles. Now Jamil and Jalal Paul have carved their own path in aviation and are here with a story of grit, perseverance, and also telling about the power of representation.
Yes,
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
So cool, so cool. I love that picture of you in the cockpit.
Yes.
I mean, that is a dream.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long have you been dreaming about this? Because y'all were really young when y'all started wanting to be pilots?
Yes. About 4 years old is when it started.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I have a 4-year-old. I don't know if he really has his career choices in life.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Did
for
you
sure.
start telling your parents about that?
I think how it started was our first airline flight with our family on vacation. So we were at the tender age of 4. We like to call it Smurf height, 4 apples, 3 apples tall. And we were traveling with our mom from New York to Miami. And so my twin brother and myself were sitting next to our mom, all side by side on a Boeing 767 at the time. And the sensation of flight back then is really what set off this passion from that early age. I mean, you have the essence of the smell of the cabin when you're walking in, the leather seats, the coffee brewing, the flight attendants walking up and down the aisle, the mechanics underneath, the bags loading into that kind of, those senses really stuck with us and still to this day excite me. And I'm sure they do my brother as well. But you have us getting strapped in. We were fighting over who would get the window seat. I think I won somehow.
Okay.
Excuse me. But I did remember we were looking outside of the window together as we were that small, and on takeoff was the real sensation when you get thrusted into your seat and you feel the sense of gravity leaving from beneath you, and you're propelled into the air at a fast velocity. So that's what really excited us, and to this day we feel that same sensation. But what really set it up for us was, this was before 9/11, so the airplane's flight deck door was actually peered open mid-flight, and our mother noticed how enthusiastic we were about that entire experience. So she'd asked a flight attendant, and the flight attendant escorted both of us up to the flight deck at the same time. So we're looking at the flight deck from that perspective, and after we arrived at our destination, the pilot stopped us and said, "We're going to give you some plastic wings because you both will be great pilots one day." And that's all. That's really what did it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I gotta ask, do you
ma'am.
still have the wings?
Oh, no, we don't.
It's
we
hard
don't.
to keep up with
it's
things
tough.
like that
It
for
is tough, but
decades.
we're grateful to have the wings with us at work today and do that. What those pilots did for us after the flight, of course. Now, so
Nice.
yes.
I love it. Okay, so one of you is captain, one of you
Yes.
is first officer.
Correct.
Explain the difference.
Yeah, so the captain, both pilots up front are the ones in charge of it. When it comes to signing off the document or writing your name on the dotted line, signing your name, it goes down to the captain's authority. So the gentleman or the gentlewoman with 4 stripes, that's the captain, and the one with the 3 stripes, that's the first officer. But the first officer is what's known in society as the co-pilot. However, I think there's a misunderstanding that the co-pilots don't fly the airplanes. The first officer or co-pilots, they fly the airplanes just as much as the captains do. There's always 2 pilots in airline jets nowadays in society.
Okay. Has that sibling rivalry continued from fighting over the window seat?
You know, the funniest thing, Chelsea, in training, I was able to, you go solo. You have to do a solo flight before you can get your license, your private pilot license. And I was able to achieve that feat first. And ever since then, Jamil was full afterburners. I haven't caught up since. And so he was able to upgrade to captain at our airline recently. And however, our setup right now allows us to fly together. And once I become a captain, we can't fly together like we have on these last 3 trips, on these trips coming up in the future. So this kind of works out as a sweet spot for us to still trick our passengers now and the people throughout the airport, because we get to be a flight crew at the same time. Right?
Okay. All right. How do you trick them? Do you just like walk through and then another one walks through?
I think they're just tricked on their own. When they see one guy go by, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," and then they turn around and see another guy, and they're like, like, what's going on? And so when we were able to fly with our dad on Father's Day, it was just mayhem in a beautiful fashion.
Yes.
Wow, that is, I mean, that's a tearjerker
Oh,
for me. How did y'all feel during that time?
Oh, it was sensational. I mean, by far, we thought we knew what it would feel like. We had no idea. It by far triumphed that by light years. I think it was just incredible because there were a lot of people that we've seen and known from previous internship experiences in the airport who've noticed us working together, and I think that's where it really took off. They said, wait a minute, you two are flying together, and I think that's what really kind of got the ball rolling on that story for sure. But our dad, at the end of the day, that was the best part about it. It was a surprise. He didn't know about it the night before, and we thought of that idea on our way to the airport, actually, from New York that morning, and we said, what if we brought our dad on this flight today, because he very much shares the passion of aviation with us. So that's what it was on the van to the airport, and next thing we know, we did a few calls and we got him there, with tricking him with a story that we're going to be meeting him up for lunch, but really we're taking him to Miami, which was that first flight that we both were inspired on.
My twin brother, who happens to be our first officer today, our father is the one that's the last person on board here.
So that was pretty incredible. He got to see both ways, going down and back up. Our dad actually lost his dad this past Father's Day, or just this past January. Wow. So that was one thing that made it so special. Our grandfather was so very happy and grateful for us to be accomplishing this, and he always wanted to see us doing this. So we said, how cool would it be for our dad to see it firsthand? That was actually his first time ever on a commercial airliner with other paying passengers, with the two of us at the controls. So that's what made that so special.
Okay, Did you announce it?
He had a whole... Oh yeah, everyone knew who he was. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, everyone on the flight deck, in the airport, they knew, and everyone at the airplane knew as well. So he was actually the last person to get onto the plane, which was great. So he had to walk past everybody while getting on the airplane. But my announcement went something along the lines of just thanking all the Father's Day. This last passenger that's very important is actually our own father, who's joining us on this flight, and he was touched by it. He said to this day he still thinks about it.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have been able to hold it together if I were on the flight with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a beautiful story.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to hear more about your journey and all that you have conquered to be where you are. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
Shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chattin' with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
We've got Jamil and Jalal Paul here, twin pilots who get to fly all over the world together. Okay, do you have a favorite spot that you've flown to together now?
Together, I think anytime we go in and out of New York, It's always amazing because we used to drive. There's 6 of us in our family in total, and so we couldn't always afford an airplane ticket going down, especially during the holidays when we were growing up. So we would always drive down I-95 and pass Newark Airport on our way south to Florida. And every time we would pass the airport, we would see the airplanes taking off and lifting over our heads. And our dad would jokingly race the cars. He would race with the car and he would say, "That's you guys flying over our head one day." And we would have that adrenaline. And he would say, "Well, it's another 16 hours for us till we get to Florida." That jet would have been there a long time ago. But yeah, that's usually when we, that's usually what makes it a full swing for us. Just anytime we can go into New York as a flight crew together, it's always a reminder of what the dream began and where it is now.
Now, you mentioned like not having that, you know, all the money to be able to take flights when you were younger. It takes a lot of money to become a pilot with all the training. Yeah, just a few dollars. How did you all overcome or figure out financially how you could achieve this goal?
Yeah, so definitely God's grace in scholarships. Scholarships helped out a ton, finding out more as we went along. When he and I were going through the journey, it was kind of figuring it out as we went. Our father wanted to be an aviator, but he never finished his training, and it was due to the lack of resources, networking, and support that he wasn't able to achieve that feat. So we found out for ourselves that if you want that dream, you're going to need a vision, and then that vision is going to need backing. You're going to need some resources for that. We found scholarships. Our first scholarship that we achieved was to the Young Eagles Air Academy in Wisconsin, and that was the first time we saw that there's people who will support your dream if you're not able to get all the way that far yourself. It takes a village, is what we learned in our journey, is what I'm saying. And we had scholarships and loans, and once those were all set in place, then we were able to get off the ground, literally.
Okay, I like that. Now you say you were delayed, but you two still look pretty young. Like if I got on the flight, are you qualified?
It's the lotion.
Okay, it's the lotion.
Shea butter, yeah.
That's the secret right there.
Yeah.
How old are y'all, if y'all don't mind?
30. We just turned 30.
Just turned 30.
Okay, wow. That's incredible that you've done so much. So 10 years of training?
It's about 10 years total from the beginning of training. So we started in flight school our freshman year of college. So that was back in 2012. And then we've achieved this feat, this point, just of the last year really together as far as him coming on board. So yeah, that 12 to 13 years, give or take.
Was there ever a point where one of you were like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can keep going on with this.
I think it's the latter. There were, as you get further on, there's many more moments where you're needing someone else to lean on, someone else to keep you going along. It's definitely a perseverance journey. It's definitely a journey of endurance and not giving up. There's a harvest, but you can't give up. And so in the moments when I was in training and I felt delayed or I felt like I wasn't progressing as much as I would like to, it was awesome to have Jamil there with me and just to encourage me or hold me accountable, whether it's studying, or going over our flying, so the chair flying is what pilots usually call it, or just helping each other out or just talking. We would go and just play basketball or go swimming or do something just to take our minds off of what's going on in the flying world when we were having a difficult time and then get back to it. So, but you need to have someone going along that journey with you. It helps to keep you motivated and to keep you going along. So I was blessed to have him because he's kind of been my wingman. So whenever I need a frame of reference, I usually just look for what my brother's doing, and generally he's in the right vicinity, and that helped me along the way.
That's good. Did Jalal help you as well?
Absolutely. So what we haven't mentioned is we went to school in Iowa, and we were born and raised in New Jersey. So 15-hour drive to Iowa, we knew that was it was a one-way ticket for us in the sense that we're not going home until we get everything that we came to accomplish. So we purposely skipped out on summers and winter breaks. We foregone that to stay on campus and do what we could to catch up, if we will, but just really complete all of our degree requirements, because that was big for us. We knew that not only are our parents and those vested in our education and training putting a lot into this, we owe it to them to accomplish what we came out there for in the first place. But he helped me in the sense that we always knew we wanted to fly together one day. So at the end of the day, we stopped looking at other people's lanes and looked at our own and say, okay, well, what's going to be getting us from this point to the point where we will see ourselves in the same flight deck together? And so is this decision, this step, going to do anything to help us propel that direction? If not, let's look a different way. But that's really how it went back and forth. Like he said, really a wingman to each other.
Yes, yeah. And there aren't frankly, a whole lot of black pilots that I see. Did you have classmates who were also pilots of color?
We had a few, yeah. We had a few. We used to joke around. We did have a little bunch. I think at the time there were 15 of us in a pool of 250, give or take. And of course that's expanded from the years. But in the airline sense, you know, we didn't see our first aviator of color, if you will, until later on in life. So that was one of those things where we knew that they're out there, but just not really that exposed as much, and that's where the part of the representation is so important to us. It's not important, it's mandatory, it's essential in this for any industry really. If you see something or somebody who looks like you, I think that gives you way more fuel to see yourself there one day. So yep.
Beautiful. And now you are trying to spread that message as well,
absolutely.
Encourage others.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, okay. Sure. Well, we've got a trainer in who has a similar story. We're going to talk about that and how people can get into the industry if they want to be part of that representation. Yeah. Okay, give us a couple minutes. We'll be right back, guys.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chattin' with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Welcome to the show, Dr. Terrence Fontaine, Executive Director of Aviation at my alma mater, Texas Southern University. Now, we were talking about representation. When you came up, was there any?
I was listening to that segment going, man, how things have changed. So my interest in aviation started when theirs was 4, mine was 6 years old.
Wow.
But I had a distinct advantage. My father actually worked for Delta Airlines for 32 years. And same as what they were saying, I got caught up with the smell of the aviation fuel and just the sound of the engines and all that. And was really motivated, and I really did want to become an airline pilot at age 6. The problem was there weren't any black pilots that I'd ever seen, and none of my father had seen. And so my father dissuaded me from becoming a pilot. He wanted me to become an aircraft mechanic, which I ultimately became an aircraft mechanic and a pilot. But he thought that in those days it was almost impossible for somebody like me to have desires to want to become an airline pilot. And it wasn't until I got into the Marine Corps, because my father thought that, to be an airline pilot, you got to have all this straight A student and this, straight A student and that. You got to be this, that.
And that wasn't you?
Oh, well, no. But
fair.
No, it's fair. But the thing is, when I got into the Marine Corps, I'm hanging out with a lot of pilots. I'm doing aviation operations in the Marine Corps, and I'm spending a great deal of time with F-18 pilots and F-4 pilots. And I'm quickly realizing that what my father thought was not true at all. And that's what changed my whole outlook on, I can do this. And that's when I started flying. and I was about 19.
Okay, so not only did you become a pilot, you became a mechanic, and now you are teaching the next generation. Explain how what you do now helps with building more pilots who have color, who are Hispanic, who are Black, or female pilots. Adding some more in there.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about that earlier. I just want to point out, African American pilots, commercial pilots, only make up 2.4%, and that's males. Black females only make up 0.6%. So TSU is a great segue to start talking about how TSU is changing the outlook of how things should be pursued as far as a career. We started off in management, just having a management program, started in 1986. In 2016, they turned to want to become a professional pilot institution. It started that way, kind of got rocky, and we picked up some steam in 2018, and we've just been rolling ever since then.
Okay.
And so it's been a lot of fun. We've also added a drone program. And then the fourth leg of that table is going to be next year at A&P school. Our president is backing that, and it looks promising.
So explain the process of getting into aviation, because you know a lot of us might just see, oh, it's just years and years of training in school. What's the breakdown?
So it's a 4-year degree program, and you can pick what concentration you want to be in: management, drones, or professional pilot. The ones that choose professional pilot are the folks we're talking about. And so they'll get their private pilot's license first, and then once successful there with their FAA check ride, and then they'll go through their instrument rating, and then they'll get their commercial license, and then from there, their multi-engine license from there, and then their CFI, which is Certified Flight Instructor. Once they're certified flight instructors, they start making their own money, if you will. We have an hourly rate of $37 an hour at Texas Southern, which is very, very fair.
Okay.
And so those folks will start gaining their hours, and then the next thing is they'll get enough hours to make it to a regional carrier, and then they'll be like the twins and make it to the big leagues.
Make it to the big leagues.
So
Got it.
it is about an 8 to 10 year process, but it's well worth it. Pilots do very well now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but before they get to that point, they've got to pay for all the schooling. So is it a matter of, getting all those scholarships to overcome the financial barriers, or what's your take on that?
Let me give the Board of Regents at Texas Southern and give the president at Texas Southern some credit here.
Okay.
You're not going to find a more value-added program than Texas Southern. We're charging $198 an hour. Nobody can do that. Most universities are much higher than that. We know who we are, and we know what we're trying to do. And so the Board of Regents have made it very affordable for folks who want to fly. And so it's very affordable to do that. Now, it's not obviously easy. I would say for a 4-year degree, you're going to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000, and for getting through your commercial license is about another $50,000. Where in a lot of cases around the country, that figure is well above $100,000. So we're very proud to say that we're very welcoming at Texas Southern. We set the stage for you to be successful. Student success is our main goal after safety.
Okay. All right, Dr. Fontaine, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with some advice for starting that journey in aviation.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and the Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in, because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
This has been such an inspirational show. Dr. Fontaine, I know the Texas Southern program is globally accredited and you partner with airlines like United.
Yes.
Where do people begin if they are seriously interested in this career?
Website.
Okay.
TSU.com. Go to the website, look up the aviation program. If you don't want to do that, we informally invite you to come to Texas Southern University and just come by the campus. You don't have to call, just come by and say hello.
Pop up.
If you got kids that don't quite know what they want to do with their lives, parents that are looking for their kids to do something with their lives, we'd be happy to invite them to TSU, take a look at us, and it creates a great environment and career for your kids. So, yeah.
Okay, all right, Jamil and Jalal, what's your parting advice?
I would say make sure that you choose a target. Think about and envision in a few years where you would like to be, and just keep a good focal point of that. Set that as a target, a reminder wherever it needs to be, and continuously look at that. For us, one of the pivotal and instrumental things for us was the scholarships, as Jalal mentioned. With us, we received a few throughout the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals, OBAP. That's one that was very huge. That gave us a few scholarships, and there's several out there. AOPA, Sisters of the Skies. I mean, you name it. There's a list. You, like Dr. Fontaine said, go online, do some research, and you'll find so many people and organizations just willing to help you get to that vision point.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And then just once you do find said vision and said target, just faith, the absence of the things seen and the evidence of it hoped for. You have to see yourself before you see it. Our father always saw us doing it when we were driving past Newark Airport, and so we were able to see ourselves when we were doing it with him as a passenger on board. For those children in the future, they have to see themselves there. Even if they don't have that representation, they have to see themselves in the mirror in that uniform, whether it's an athlete or an entertainer, whatever it is. There's that reward that yields them if they do not give up. But if they can see it, they'll achieve whatever it is.
Yes. Okay. And you guys, y'all are becoming mentors yourselves.
Yes.
Spreading the word. How do people find you?
Yeah. So there's an Instagram page that will be launched here in the near future. It's going to be solely on the two of us. So that's where people can find the two of us. They can contact us for email purposes. They can contact us at twinengines365@gmail.com. The Instagram page is going to be twin.engines, and that's going to be a page where they can see everything of the two of us.
Twin Engines.
Yes,
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that
Yes.
name. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. And thank you all for watching. Keep up with us on social at Chelsea Show Fox. And we'll see you on the next Chat with Chelsea.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chattin' with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Honestly, I came home, I was in my Brooklyn living room with my roommate, and I told her, I was like, I think I want to make a makeup line. And she was like, what would your dream line be?
The glow is on full display right here on Urban Beauty TV, the #1 destination for all things glam. Coming up on this episode, entrepreneur Alicia Scott represents for all shades with her makeup line, Range Beauty. Annika Jackson, co-founder of the 10 Nail Bar, talks about the beauty of creating the ultimate luxe experience in Detroit. International DJ Siobhan Bell taps in my daily beauty routine. Dr. Mila Bennett answers questions on liposuction in Ask the Expert. The founder of BeatBib shares the simple idea that's taken her brand to the next level. And Beatrice Dixon sits down to talk about her multi-million-dollar